My parts came in today, so I just thought I'd share what came in today and do a little brief inventory because a lot of my earlier videos didn't really go into details about the Arduino itself. So this is all the stuff I have now. It's come, not including some of the other hand tools like pliers and the solderer and stuff like that. But I guess I'll just explain. I'll just go through a quick inventory of what exactly I have here. I bought a Arduino starter pack from lady80a.net. That's the box that came in there. And what it comes with is, this is the Arduino here. This is the actual microprocessor that powers the board. It's just like the processor you have in your PC or Mac, except it's much smaller and has a lot less stuff to it. This one's also built to interface with electronic devices rather than a person. When you program this chip through the USB port, which is right here, you can also optionally power it through this port here, which is just looks like one of your normal power plugs. And when you program it on this device rather than programming it on your computer, the differences are that you get access to these little boxes here, which are pins. You can plug wires into them, and the microprocessor can read or write to those devices that you plug into here. And you could plug into all sorts of different things, different sensors, different circuits and whatnot, and the Arduino can control them from the software that you write. The other thing that came in the kit is what you've seen already, this prototyping board. Again, it just has the pins on it. All these pins are just mirrors of what you see on the Arduino board. This is a reset button here, and this is a generic button that you can use to program, or you can use in your programs. Also, these LEDs here are also things that you can use in your programs. This is a prototyping board. It makes things a little bit easier by not having to solder everything together. You can just punch things into the holes and make connections that way, rather than having to solder everything together. And these two pieces go together. There's these little pins on the back, and they go directly into the pins on the Arduino. And then they're now connected, and the pins that are up here are directly wired into the pins on the Arduino board itself. Other things that came in the pack is this 9-volt battery case with the on-off switch, and it has the barrel plug to power the Arduino, so you don't have to be stuck too near a computer or anything. You can power it and run your code without having to be plugged into anything else. But it also comes with a wall adapter, so you can power it through your wall power. Came with these wires. Also comes with everything on the board you see there: LEDs, resistors, a couple buttons, and also this is the other stuff that it came with that I haven't really used yet. More resistors. That's a potentiometer, which is like a variable resistor. Some header pins if you want to use to plug more stuff in, and some more LEDs. So the other stuff I bought came from Jameco. Don't really have much experience with electronic parts. They're sort of one of the bigger name brands. That's all I really know about them. And they have all sorts of stuff you can buy from them. Bought more buttons here. I bought more headers here, although these look like the wrong kind. So I might have to reorder more of those. These are the male headers. Don't know if that's a little hard to see there. And I also bought this IC chip, which is let me try to read it off here. Can't really read it. It's a 74125 IC chip, and this chip acts like a switch that you can control electronically through the software. So instead of having to manually flip a switch physically, you can have your software flip the switch for you, and there's a total of 4 switches on there, which is why there's so many pins. IC stands for integrated circuit, and it's just sort of common circuits that everyone uses that are really useful, that are packaged nicely into these neat little forms, so you don't have to build them or wire them every time. You can kind of just buy these pre-built ones. What else? So Jamco also has these nice features where you can buy sort of a grab bag sorts of components. This is a grab bag of LEDs, 100 LEDs, random sort of various different LEDs, different colors, different sizes, and some of them are, I believe, are even RGB LEDs, which is can display more than one color, which is kind of cool. This is a 1 pound bag of quarter-watt resistors of various resistances. Obviously that's going to take a ridiculous amount of time to sort through, so I'll save you from watching me do that. I also bought this segment LED grab bag, all sorts of different segmented LEDs that you can play around with. These grab bags are kind of cool because you get a lot of different types, so like you can play around with different things and see what you like and order more of what you like rather than having to buy them all separately and trying to play around with them. This one also came with this comically huge segmented display. Not sure if I'll ever practically use that in anything. Also got a grab bag of switches. Again, all sorts of different switches, some of them large, some of them small. Again, kind of nice, because switches tend to be pretty expensive components, so it's kind of nice to get a grab bag of different things to play around with. And of course, the LED here, or the LCD, I'm sorry, and you can see the pins there that you have to wire to the Arduino to kind of control this thing. In my next video, hopefully I'll have my program using this and I'll be able to show you exactly how or exactly what I'm able to do with this. But right now it's sort of not being used, so I still have yet to figure that out. But yep, so that's an overview of everything. This is about $150 worth of stuff. The Arduino package cost about $70, and all this other stuff cost about $80 total shipped. Not too unreasonable, I guess, for considering all the stuff that I got. Alright, thanks.